Carter Sports back, and today we finna talk about that June 7th recruiting bash that's coming up, and gonna talk about the one that just dropped May 31st. You know what I'm talking about? So if you been here before, can you please hit that like, please? And if you ain't subscribed, boy, you better subscribe. Trojan family, Trojan gang, fight on forever is in the building. And today I'm finna talk about this June 7th bash that's coming up, where we having a big visit. It's finna go down. I'm talking about quantity on quantity. It's a major visit. But before we talk about June 7th, quick recap on May 31st. May 31st had a nice little, crowd. That was more like a little kickback, more intimate, about like 10, 11. I think 11 guys came to visit. June 7th, we got 21 guys coming through. And Hilton Stubbs headlining, this recruiting visit, because he's the committed kid. He was committed out of all the guys, so I know he was recruiting, trying to get up in their ear. Had picks for Jonah Williams, Trey McNutt, and Owusu Boateng. I did a video on him. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? This kid lit. So Stubbs, Boateng, Jonah Williams, Trey McNutt, they seem to be chilling and catching a vibe. You also had CJ Wiley there and Donovan or Luke Bode. I did a video on him. Aaron Dunn, offensive tackle. Heard good things about him. Good vibes. He loving USC. This visit might, result into a future commit. After these visits, it wasn't no bad emojis that went up, so nobody committed on the spot. But kids like Aaron Dunn had some very bright things to say about USC, right? But this next recruiting class, June 7th, and like I said, can't sleep on this class, because with Stubbs, this visit group with Stubbs, Boateng, like this May 31st was a smaller group, but it was all heavy hitters though. 5-star, 4-stars, 2 5-stars in McNutt and Jonah Williams. I feel like Boateng, he gonna elevate to a 5-star. Stubbs as well, so it wasn't that big, but it was good on quality, right? But this next class is big. It's a quantity class, right? Big visit. It's gonna be like a big bash, a big party. It gonna be a weekend at Riley's house for sure. You dig? And this visit right here, June 7th, is pivotal. Like, it's pivotal, and especially pivotal when we have multiple defensive linemen visiting. We already got Justice Terry and Isaiah Gibson, and I get to them in a minute. So it's always good, especially when you got Coach Henny. I feel like Coach Henny is gonna put up a bat emoji. Like, we didn't get no bat emojis last week, but I got a feeling we gonna get some bat emojis this week, because Coach Henny gonna be in effect. This last Friday, Coach Henny wasn't that much in effect because there wasn't no defense alignment or no edges that came, right? This next class, we gonna get to it, right? So, headlining class, of course, we got Juju Lewis. Leave him alone on 3. He gonna be a Trojan. He's not passing up Lincoln Riley in that offense. Stop hating on it. Stop hating going to the West Coast and this kid playing. This kid is a man, right? And his father a great man. And he want the best of their eyes is on the NFL. They want to be NFL legends. Juju Lewis got NFL Hall of Famer dreams. So for him, it ain't even really about college. It's about going to the right developer to put you on the right track to be the best you can be. And who's better than Lincoln Riley with these quarterbacks? Then we got a late ad We got a couple late ads. You know what I'm saying? No, Julian Lewis gonna like this. You know, he want to be surrounded by talent. So I like bringing Julian Lewis in with a big group of kids because his influence, you want him to be in a group where it's a lot of kids. You know, it's 20 other kids. You know, he a quarterback. You want him to already start leading. Come on, play for me. We finna win a natty over here, right? And doing the style. So SC came and added Dorian Brew to this visit list late. I did a video on Dorian Brew, one of my favorite DBs. One of my favorite DBs in this class, Dorian Brew, right? 5-star. You know, they got him Ohio State lean, but this is the second or third time he came to SC. One of my favorite corners. Then you got Riley Pettyjohn. He coming through, 4-star linebacker, right there on the edge to be a 5-star. I mean, right there, right? Then you got Justin Hill, an edge. You got Andrew Marsh, wide receiver. I did a video on all of these kids. Check the Riley Pettyjohn video. I break down his game. He nice. Y'all gonna love him. Physical. Justin Hill, same thing. Solid, fundamentally sound. I could tell, like he played the scheme he played well. He seemed well coached. He seemed to play with a high IQ. Justin Hill, I like him. He kind of a sleeper. I think he should be a 5-star too, and he's a high 4-star. Then Andrew Marsh, I mean, Juju, love him. Juju, the last time they came, him and Juju spent time together. They was together for about like an hour or two by themselves with no coaches, nobody around. Talking about being that next tandem, you know, Juju to Andrew Marsh, you know, and Andrew Marsh just give me them vibes, them Terrell Owens type vibes, you know. He give me them vibes. Chad Ochocinco, this them type of vibes. He got that wide receiver aura about him. He carry himself like an elite wide receiver. Everything about him screams potential NFL wide receiver. I like Andrew Marsh, very competitive, go and attack the ball kind of kid, right? You got Noah Michael coming in. I like Noah Michael as well. You know, this kid say he the best linebacker in the country. I like that type of swagger. I like that type of attitude. You know, he feel like he the best. He said when you get him, you dealing with the best. Then we got Malik Autry. You know what I'm talking about? One of them dogs. 6'5", 325. We need Henny to do Henny things possible with them because he's an Auburn commit. And Auburn got a lot of good momentum and they got a good class. But hey, I feel like once Coach Henny get him out there in LA, I know Coach Henny been flying out there seeing him, and the more and more we keep getting him on campus and showing him what it do, I like our chances. He could flip, right? Then you got Dalen McCutcheon, one of my favorite receivers in this class. Excellent route runner. You know, remind me of Antonio Brown and Chad Ochocinco with his footwork, the way he could run his routes, the way he could break it down, his footwork, his change of direction. He's sick. His floor is so high, it's ridiculous. I don't know how he's not a 5-star. He a high 4-star though, but Dalen McCutcheon, the 5-star, they better figure out and sit down about it. You know what I'm talking about? Then you got, like I said, Myron Charles, the big D lineman out of Port Charlotte, Florida. I know Coach Henny love him. Another D lineman. Gotta get him, lock him up, wrap him down, right? Get this kid up out of Florida. Gotta get him. This one of these kids, 6'4", 300. He already coming in at 300 pounder. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you gotta work a player up to 300 pounds than when you got a player already coming in at 300 pounds. It's like all we gotta do is just fine tune you. You know what I'm talking about? So this class is deep, loaded. Another late ad, Javon Boggs, wide receiver, 4-star. He was another late ad that added with Dorian Brew. Jaden Hudson also was another late ad safety out of Pittsburgh, Cali. Nice little 4-star, good athlete. Kevin Otis, another defensive lineman. Coach Henny, let's go. Let's get him. You know what I'm saying? Autry, Charles, and you got Kevin Otis, a 4-star out of Mississippi, 6'1", 285. Kid a bowling ball. I like how he played. Then you got Xavier Ukpuno. He probably a sleeper, a 3-star, 6'2", 290. But Coach Henny like him, so I like him. You know what I'm talking about? So this class is major. We got 4 defensive linemen coming in. Hope Henny, I say Henny, he at least probably 50. I feel like he 50%. So out these 4, I expect 2 commitments out of them. That's my crystal ball I'm putting in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I put there. Did I feel like Juju? I feel like, man, come on, we got to get McCutcheon on board, because I already feel like Andrew Marshall on board. We get McCutcheon and Marsh. That's some sick weapons for Juju Lewis. Sick. Nice little class to come in with. And speaking about Juju Lewis and them Georgia boys, you know, Isaiah Gibson and your boy Justice Terry went down to Georgia. Right? They had their visits. You know, they visited down there, and it's been, you know, a few days, 2-3 days, and ain't been no decommitments. Right? At this point, I'm recording this video, ain't been no decommitments. Justice Terry, Isaiah Gibson, still Trojans. And we know how I go. The longer that go on after that visit, we gonna feel better about that. You know what I'm saying? If Georgia knocked them off their feet and changed their mind, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be shy to talk about it, because they know where they from. The people down there gonna love that and cheer that on. They want to hear that anyway. So long as it's ain't quiet down there, I like how we looking at with Isaiah Gibson and Justice Terry. They remaining solid on their visits they went to. You know what I'm saying? And Georgia feel good. For some reason they feel good, like that they could flip Isaiah Gibson for some reason. Justice Terry, they recognize that's an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Justice Terry acted or what he do, but they feel like, well, we don't know about Terry. We feel like we gonna have to fight for Terry to the end. But Gibson, they talk about they'll be surprised if Gibson stayed. But I don't know. We keep Coach Henny, have a good season. I think we could keep all our players, especially all of our defensive linemen. I mean, Coach Henny, that's not a fluke. Like, that's not just like, oh, I was in the moment not committed. No, it's Coach Henny who you like. You finna get this treatment. You finna get this development. The best in the world. Dog work. No better coaching staff. And I like what I'm hearing from a lot of these recruits. They starting to notice that and say that, like, USC got the best of the best of coaches. You know what I'm saying? NFL coaches pedigree, right? DeAnton Lynn, Eric Henderson. That's NFL pedigree. Doug Belk sent 20 players to the NFL. 4 DBs in 5 years down in Houston, right? Lincoln Riley sent so many quarterbacks to the NFL, right? So they know we got the elite coaching. Now that the university is going to be able to pay for the players, we shouldn't be coming up short no more. We still might not be spending like them other schools, but for the top priority players, like, we're not finna lose Juju Lewis because somebody outbidded us. We ain't gonna lose Justice Terry or Gibson or none of these players because somebody outbidded us. Best believe that. We gonna take care of our players. So as long as we have a decent season, at least win like 9 games, we locked and loaded, right? And I expect all our commits to stay. You know, some gonna flip. So if we get us like 27, 28 commits, and on sign of day 2 or 3 flip. I mean, long as it ain't Juju, Terry. You know what I'm saying? I feel like them the 2 ones that we gotta keep. If I say on offense and defense, I would want to keep. If I had to choose one on offense, it'd be, of course, the quarterback, and on defense it'd be Terry. You know, so we gonna see. It's gonna be some attrition, but that's why we gotta stack them up. And we only got 82, 81 players on the scholarship, I think. So we got 4 extra scholars hanging out there. So we could at least offer 29 players. And then you add the players that's going to graduate, USC we're going to be able to offer, we'll be able to sign a 33, 34 man class. Because we ain't even up to our 4 scholarships right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can have a big class. So let's get quality. We already got quality at the top. We already got Juju Lewis, 5-star, Terry Gibson. We already got great quality, and the players we training for is great quality. And then round that out just with a deep class, we'll be able to take some attrition. Because even a deeper class, and we might get some 3-stars and some guys under the radar, 4-stars, 30-some recruits, right? Somebody who we think might be a star, gonna be a star, and somebody we had that thought might be a star that flip, go somewhere else and might not even be a star. So it's a numbers game, and you trust the numbers game with your player evaluation and your coaching. So we gonna be great. June 7th, big visit time, because it's 4D linemen coming in. I feel like Coach Heaney is our best recruiter, right? So say if we steal Autry out from Auburn, or say if we get Myron Charles, add that to Justice Terry and Isaiah Gibson and Gus Cordova. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. It's Trojan gang. You know what I'm saying? Summer Bash is in effect. It's cracking. It's going up. They finna be out there weekend at Riley's. They gonna be deep. June 7th. Expect some bat emojis to go up. You know for sure. I bet that. So let's go, Trojan family. So until then, it's Carter Sports. It's Trojan City. It's SC. So let's go.